What's up, Capricorn? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have you all here with me today. We are going to do a fun little tarot spread for you on career and finances. Do keep in mind, please, please, please know these are general messages. Not everything I say will resonate with all the Capricorns out there, and that's totally fine. You guys can release anything that doesn't seem to fit your circumstance or scenario. There are so many fantastic readers on YouTube. Don't limit yourself to one. That being said, I hope lots of these messages resonate, pieces and parts, all of it. I hope that happens for you. Only take away messages that you feel are for your best and highest good. Give it some time too, right? Sometimes messages take a few days, a few weeks, a few months to resonate with you, right? So come into this with an open heart and an open mind. It is my intention to give you good messages that are going to be helpful to you in this spread, particularly on your career path, whatever it is that you're pursuing. So let's settle in and get some messages from my Capricorn squad out there on career, money, finances. Everything you want to know will be in that description box below, including the decks I am using today, as well as my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. You're Capricorn, you're ready for messages, let's do it. All right, so your overall energy coming into, I will say the month of September, but there's no start or end date to this reading. You have the Shaman, which is card number 5. So that is the Hierophant. Taurus energy, and I actually just got done with Taurus's reading. Staying committed to your path. Let's see, it's clarified. Oh wow, by the Magician. So you have 2 major arcana right off the bat. Pretty significant changes or things happening in your life. Very masculine energy on both. This can be Gemini and Virgo. And as I said, this is typically Taurus cards. For those who may have that strong in your chart. There's something here about proving your point or spreading some sort of, I mean, metaphorically sermon, like the word of God. It's not literally. It has to do with, I don't know, proving your point or explaining yourself, or, oh, it could be selling yourself. For those who are applying to jobs, going on interviews, almost like, for some of you, sure, it could be like, you know, the car salesman type, which is clearly what this is indicating, but I'm actually getting the opposite energy. For most of you, it's like you're trying to almost one-up the person that you know, if you have to go into an interview, you have to impress this person. You know, they're in the suit and tie, they're behind the desk with, you know, their arms crossed. You're coming in and you're like, let me tell you what's up. So this is my resume, and this is what I'm going to do for you. This is how I'm going to turn your company around. Because look, he's like schooling this little creature, and it's almost symbolic of your power or your energy coming into the room. My Capricorns are wanting to come into the room dominating, right? Something about, because he is the Hierophant, the spiritual leader, you know, he sends out messages and communication. It's symbolic of like this smoke or this sage that he's coming in with, and it's filling the room. His energy, the smoke, it's dominating the room. And something about smoke and mirrors. And I think that may have to do with presenting. It's like fake it till you make it. Smoke and mirrors. It's, okay, they're looking for someone with 8 years experience. I have 2, but I'm going to go on the interview anyway. It's something of that nature. Something about the number 2 here is significant. But I do keep wanting to go back to this power dynamic in the room. Whoever you're trying to impress or prove your skills to, it's like you're coming in dominating the energy to the point where, like, look at this guy's face. This is symbolic of how the person on the receiving end of your preach, your gospel, your information is feeling like he's kind of like, he's overwhelmed. He was not anticipating that. It was like Capricorn came in and just crushed it or killed it. It could be the opposite, like completely like over the top, overdid it. But Capricorn, you guys are earth signs. You think things through. You're typically pretty logical and steady and grounded. So for most of you, I don't think you're coming in and like bombing the interview. I mean, this face could indicate a lot of things, but it's surprise. No matter what it is. And for most of you, I think it's a good thing. What is this bird outside the window about? There's something about, I was saying the number 2. I'm not quite sure what that's getting at. Oh, if you get this job, it may involve travel, and it may involve moving your family. Yeah, something about like even airplane travel. Maybe you're having to travel to go to this interview, or yeah, if you were to get this job, it would change something. Something would take off. It would be in flight. Maybe some of you are going to be stewardesses. I don't know. Yeah, the moon. Something about like flying across the sky. And so maybe that's like a metaphor for like the shooting star. It's like once in a lifetime opportunities or something that is fleeting, something that's passing. So you feel like you need to go in and again like kick ass. Like there's no time for games here. You're coming in and dominating because I think you know you have no choice. And sorry guys. Something about this has to do with you want to be able to sleep peacefully at night knowing that you gave it your all. If you don't get it, you don't get it. And I think it is important to a lot of you. Again, I think you're coming in with energy of like, yes, this is what I want. But there's something about as long as you go in and do your thing and again, to the best of your ability, crush it, you can sleep peacefully at night, right? With the moon card, there's always that wink of like, a good night's rest under the moon. And I mean, this deck is so cute, right? I love it. Interesting. All right. So yeah, your energy, I always say it's like Rocky Balboa energy. It's like you're coming in like fighting, they're going down because they're going to have to like bow down to Capricorn. So what is your challenge? The Four of Air. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Waiting and resting, probably to hear back. And with Swords, it's communication. So yeah, I don't question it at all. The challenge for you is waiting to hear back from this opportunity or this person that you're going in. And I mean, maybe if it's not applying to a job, maybe some of you are knocking on your boss's door. And I feel like I got this for you last time I did a reading on career. Maybe you're knocking on your boss's door like, so what now? Like, what's next for me? Again, dominating energy. You fill the room. And so, okay, so then something about the smoke and mirrors, like bullshit aside, what are we talking here? What is my salary going to be? What is this looking like next year for my career path? Am I going to get that bonus we've been talking about? With the moon, it's shadowy energy. It's sometimes secrets, things coming to the surface, ideas being illuminated, bringing truth to the matter. So yeah, you're dropping heavy truths on someone. Capricorn, this is such a great reading. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. What else do we need to know about this Four of Swords? Again, sleeping peacefully at night, though. I like seeing that. Card of Rest. Sometimes after heartbreak, the Three of Swords, this goes into the Four of Swords, right? It's mental rest, recuperating from a disappointment. So, I mean, if that's true, that could indicate that maybe you don't get the job. Maybe what this boss tells you isn't what you want to hear. Or maybe you're strategizing. Maybe you're planning your next move. No matter what the results. Let's see. Let's see what the cards say. Wow. Six of Pentacles. All right, so the reciprocity card. And the Four of Swords. Wow, you got the same card twice. Same card, different decks. The idea of rest, self-care, taking a mental health day. Sorry, Capricorn, my cough was so bad I had to pause you there. All right, so Six of Pentacles. Something about this to me is a warning or something about talking about being greedy, right? The idea of a child trick-or-treating and looking into the basket, there's that temptation to take it all. There's something here about moderation. I'm almost getting temperance. And I mean, it's reciprocity, so equal back and forth, right? No parties are being put in an awkward position. No parties are being put in an unfair position. And because it's Pentacles, it has to do with money. You may be wondering or in your head taking, I mean, I don't know, something about thinking about it at night. How much money you're going to ask for with this raise. Some of you are like, you're already envisioning like a bright future where you're, taking many vacations and, doing this and buying that and like life of luxury. You may be getting ahead of yourself. If you go on an interview and you feel like you crush it, yeah, there's something here. And no shade, Capricorn. I love you guys. You know I love my Capricorns. there's something a little bit cocky about this. That's what's coming through here. It's like you're putting the cart before the horse before you even have the offer. Because like I said, I was sensing you're waiting for it. You're waiting for the communication back. You start counting your chickens before the eggs hatch. You start envisioning your salary, your paycheck, before the offer has even come your way. So yeah, something about this is saying like, slow down. Earth is a very slow moving energy, and swords are typically very fast, right? But because you're getting the Four of Swords twice, of all these sword cards, the Four of Swords is the card of rest, of taking it easy, taking a break, taking like, again, as I was saying, like a mental health day, a rest day. It's almost like give it a rest on this, on maybe like this ego or this idea of money, 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 gimme, gimme, gimme. It's a little bit, again, childish, right? It's a little bit kind of selfish or self-centered. I'm sorry. I feel like all my Capricorns just stopped watching right then. Sorry, we'll clarify. What else do we need to know? It's coming up as your challenge or focus. So, I mean, it's an energy that's going to be tricky to deal with. What is this Four of Swords about? Okay, so if it's not that, again, it's the challenge of waiting. It's the challenge of reciprocity in that you did the work. You went on the interviews. You gave the presentation. You crushed it. You wrote the thank you note. And now you're like, where's my candy? So again, as I was saying, counting your chickens before they hatch, it may not be egocentric for all of you. It might not be as extreme as I was just saying. That, I'm sure that's for one or two of you, right? So again, just word to the wise, you know. Stay firmly planted in the ground, right? Don't let your head get enlarged, so to say. Toil and labor. Keep your mind and your thoughts active. Keep yourself preoccupied so that you're not constantly thinking about the one thing, so that you're not constantly putting all your energy and time into one thing that I'm just getting you can't control. Once you kind of walked out of the room, and I'm just getting you leaving like slow motion rock star vibes, like I did it, I crushed it. The power, the fate doesn't rest in your hands, right? You're literally resting, waiting for, I'm getting the magician to make the decision. Maybe the person you're trying to impress or whatever, your boss, your future employer, maybe they're a Virgo or a Gemini or a Pisces for that matter. Yeah, it's like all you can do is rest. So rather than driving yourself absolutely crazy with either these, the thing is, for most of you, it's not worry, it's not fear, it's not nervousness. It's that anticipation of when are you going to hear back? When are you going to get the offer? When is your salary going to go up? Whatever. This is like saying keep your mind busy, keep yourself active so that you can focus on other things so that you don't drive yourself crazy. Because again, a card of mental rest. Focus on other outlets that are fun. Focus on something else that is going to distract you from what we know you already really, really want and desire. Yeah, it's like take the candy bowl away from the child so that he can focus somewhere else, right? Because right now that's all he can see and that's all he wants, right? Yeah, I'm just getting like focus your energy elsewhere. I'll leave it at that. So what is the help available to my Capricorns? And this one flew out, by the way. The Page of Water, guys, look. He's like a yogi meditative instructor guy, and you have the same card, the Four of Swords, which is frequently shown as like, again, rest, meditation, yoga, you know, what's good for the mind, what allows you to like reset and clear your mind. This is doing that, but it's with your emotions. Keeping your emotions at bay, keeping your emotions very calm and peaceful. It's just this card of calm, cool, and collected, right? And it's very like fun, it's very happy, it's spiritual, and it's joyous, but not in a way that this is. Not in a way that the kid sees the candy, is like, oh my God, I need it, I want it, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, I got this. It's just confidence, cool as a cucumber, cool as a dolphin. So again, more water sign energy, Piscean vibes, very much with that little fish coming out of the cup. That's frequently shown in the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is such a ridiculous deck. How I was saying, take the candy away from the child because it's going to his head. It's something like it's fueling his inner little like devil, right? He's dressed as a devil. Like it was like Junior from Problem Child. Did you guys see that movie? The kid is gonna get spanked, right? Look at this. It's the Justice card, Libra energy. But as funny as this is, what I'm getting here is that justice will be restored. The scales will be balanced. It is the Six of Pentacles. It's a card about balancing the scales, balancing the money. The energy you put in will come back out in your paycheck. It's all going to come around. It's all going to come to fruition or come into balance with justice. What's meant to be will be. There will be fair decisions made. So it's almost like enjoy the process. Find outlets that make you feel good and make you feel happy. This is about coming into your confidence and being I almost said making it look effortless. But it has to do with not investing your emotions in other people or situations. There's key control, containment of the cups, of the emotions in this card, and it comes from the underlying energy that justice will be served. A fair decision will prevail. Justice will prevail. And so I will say, for the very few of you who kind of know that you have, again, you are the devil card. That devil may care attitude of maybe it does go to your head sometimes. Maybe you do have a tendency, and no shade, please don't get upset, a tendency to be a little bit self-focused, to be a little bit self-centered. This is almost, it's like a gentle reminder, like you're gonna get spanked, like if you fall out of line, Capricorn. So don't be greedy, don't be selfish, right? It's okay to go in very confident in like a number you're asking for with your salary, but I guess it's saying be realistic though too, or someone's gonna like smack some sense into you, right? Don't invest yourself emotionally in a certain number, in a certain figure, in a certain outcome. The times that we get the most disappointed or discontent, heartbroken, sadness, sorrow, depression, it's because we have expectations. This talks about don't go in with expectations, go in with a clear mind, go in, how I say with these tarot readings, go in with an open mind and an open heart, because justice will prevail. What is meant to be for you will be, it will be just so, it will be right, it will be just. Stay cool, calm, and collected. All right. So what is your advice or guidance? Bottom of your deck is Wheel of Fortune, by the way, so that's incredible, as well as the Chariot, forward movement, as well as the Four of Fire, the soulmate card. So finding that job that is just the right fit for you. Finding the job where you're recognized, right? Where it seems like it was meant to be, destined. Again, with that Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands, a very solid foundation, forward movement, that's all fantastic. The bottom of your deck cards look really good. Your advice or guidance is the Knight of Earth, so we are in Virgo season. I like seeing Virgo cards come up. Just keep going, brick by brick, piece by piece, step by step, right? Rome wasn't built in a day, that fantastic phrase. Seeds are not going to grow overnight. We have to give them time. We have to give them nutrients, sunlight, water, right? Love, and illumination, right? Something about the moon being darkness and the sun being light, illumination. This seed will grow. I'm almost getting like this project, this task, this journey you're on, it's bound for success. And the reason I say that is Knights are all about change and movement. The Knight of Pentacles will get it done. He's extremely practical. He's extremely realistic. He has a backup plan to the backup plan. When his king or queen sets him off on a journey of do this, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Earth, he will get it done. He's one of the most reliable knights, but he's also the slowest. You can't rush the process. That's what this card is saying. Take it a day at a time. And that's why this mental rest is so important, because a waiting game is going to be your challenge. This is saying, like, step back. Step back from the candy jar a little bit. Toil and labor, it's about keeping your mind active and busy so that you're not totally focused on one outcome or one scenario. Again, cool, calm, and collected, and be open to different opportunities, maybe different than you originally anticipated. You're coming in very strong. Like, your energy is kick-ass, but with the moon, you may not know everything yet. Something that you think is predestined or predetermined, you may be thrown for a loop or thrown for a surprise, but with the Wheel of Fortune, it's good. It's luck, it's destiny, it's fate, it's a turning of the tide, changing of cycles, a stroke of good luck, even like a stroke of magic. If you feel like you've been caught in the same cycle, in the mundane, the same thing over and over again, almost like the Truman Show, look, these horses from the carousel, they're breaking free. They're not going around in the same circle anymore. It's a little bit crazy. It's anarchy, right? It's something that was not anticipated, but they're being set free. So whatever course you're hoping to go down, maybe some of you are going to find a really great soulmate at your future workplace, or a co-partner, or I'm sorry, a coworker that you just vibe with. You guys jive, and like you're like this unstoppable tag team force, whatever that is. Something about that. You're being set free. You're getting out of this off the beaten path. You're exploring new territories, new cycles. Just keep at it. That's what this is saying. Don't give up. Don't get frustrated by the delay or by the details. Stop fixating on the very precise details. There's like a need to release and just be open for what the universe has in store for you. Just let it come in naturally. And I mean, you have Pentacles in your spread and the Wheel of Fortune. So Capricorn, is money going to be good? Yeah, I'd say so. It's going to be, but give it time. Don't be so impatient. All right, Capricorn, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonated, and I will see you beautiful Capricorns next time.